You're listening to Short Inspirations from Ralph. Just Who is Jesus? Part 2. In the last episode, we talked about one of the highest possible titles of God Most High. I am who I am, God said to Moses when he talked to him. Just tell them that I am, he said. It's incredibly powerful because the Jewish people would not even utter it at times. It's too sacred. It's powerful because we're not just talking about Jesus being some great teacher or philosopher or rabbi that came and went in history like all the others. We are talking about the Christ, the Messiah, God himself, who is alive and well. God is not dead. He lives. Jesus is the resurrection and the life. All the other starters are in their graves, but Jesus rose again, and the resurrection changes everything. It's the pivotal point in history. Everything else pales in comparison, and we've talked about this in our Easter episodes. Death, that final frontier, has been conquered. Jesus boldly went where no man has gone before. And because that's happened, everything changes. The letter to the Colossians that Paul wrote talked about this Jesus. He said this in Colossians 1:15, he is the divine portrait, the true likeness of the invisible God, and the firstborn heir of all creation. He goes on to say this, for through the Son, that's Jesus, everything was created. Wow. Both in the heavenly realm and on the earth. All that is seen and all that is unseen, every seat of power, realm of government, principality and authority. It was all created through him and for his purpose. Even more than that, Paul says to the Colossians, he existed before anything was made, and now everything finds completion in him. And so when we're discovering who Jesus is, we're looking through Scripture and finding out what he says and what Scripture says about who this Jesus is. And the first subject I want to look at in bringing out an everlasting aspect of God himself is this claim in John 15:1. I am the true vine, and my Father is the gardener. He goes on to say he cuts off every branch in me that bears no fruit, while every branch that does bear fruit he prunes so that it will be even more fruitful. You are already clean because of the word. That's an important scripture. I have spoken to you. Remain or abide in me as I also remain in you. No branch can bear fruit by itself. It must remain in the vine. Neither can you bear fruit unless you remain in me. In verse 5 it says, I am the vine, you are the branches. If you remain in me and I in you, you will bear much fruit. Apart from me, you can do nothing. And over the next few episodes, I want to pull some of these thoughts out of the scripture about Jesus saying that I am the true vine. God bless you.